There's a fin over there. Hello, baby. So, welcome to the Bewhiskered prep vlog. We are going immediately into preparing for Bewhiskered and doing stuff for that con. And it's going to be a really fun con. It's in Durham, so it's only like an hour away from me. Big yawn, baby. And it's a furry convention put on by the North Carolina Anthropomorphic Society. They also do Carolina Fur Fair, formerly Blue Ridge Fur Fair. So they're really good at what they do, and they're really great at running cons, and I'm very excited to be doing that one. And if I sound weird in any of these vlogs, it's just me being a little under the weather from Katsucon. I'm not sick or anything, but I have respiratory issues, and the scent and everything just irritated all that. So that's all it is. I'll get through it in like a few days, so it is not a big deal at all. But yeah, we're going to be doing some prep. I did yesterday buy more cowboy hats for Yeehaw frogs because those frogs were really popular at Katsucon, but I think I'm going to do them in more natural colors. That's what I prefer to do anyway, versus all the different colors, and that's what people seem to want. They wanted greens and stuff. So I'm gonna make all the green frogs. I have some brown hats, I have some pink hats. It's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be an awesome time. And then I'm also going to, while those are embroidering, cut out some bats. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this vlog going. Froggening is well underway, and I've started cutting out long Furby instead of the bats because I have like all these bins. There's like 2 here, 1 here of just fur, and so I've dumped them out a little bit, and I'm going to figure out like what fur I have left, because some of them I have just enough of like this one to do 1/2 of a long Furby. So I tried 4 half long Furbies, so like 1/2 is one color, 1/2 is another color, because I wanted to see how well those would do, and they did really well. People really liked them. They were like some of the first ones to go. So we're gonna do that some more. I'm gonna try and see. I have to buy more Minky, but I'm gonna try and see how far I can go with this fur. Like, if I can greatly reduce the amount of fur that I have. Like, I have all these scraps, and I can go longer without buying more fur for the long Furbies. That would be great, because that's less cost for us. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to see how many long Furbies I can get out of these halves before I order more fur, if I even need to. I did buy more pink at the store because pink is just really popular. That's like one of the most popular long Furby colors, so I went ahead and got the pink. But other than that, I'm going to see how far I can go with this. And it might even be that like some of the long Furbies will have like a different colored tummy, and then their face and their back will be one color. Who knows? We're going to see what we can do with this, and just see how long it'll take us to get through all of this and how many long Furbies we get out of it. Because that would be great if we can go longer without buying more fur. Because I'm trying to cut down on costs this year, especially after we did our taxes and I added up all the costs. I'm like, oh, there's a lot of areas where I could have and probably should have saved on the costs. So I'm trying to do that now by going through all this fur. This bucket right here is fur that I know I can use for other projects. This brown is going to be a Nanachi. I have a blue in there that's going to be for Vaporeon, and then that'll be for the Sphinx, because every 2 years I make a My Little Pony Sphinx, and it is 2025. The last time I did it was 2023, so we're going to make another My Little Pony Sphinx. So that's going to be fun later this year. So yeah, and then I need to fold this. This is all really messy right now because of Katsucon prep, of course. So it'll be time to organize this so I can figure out what I need to reorder, because I do need to do a fabric reorder. Like, it might look like I have a lot, but I'm missing a lot of colors. You can see, like, there's no really light gray, there's no dark purples, there's no light pinks, and you can see there's very little light blue. So you can definitely see where I am missing colors. Oh my god, it's this one. Hi. Why are you in the box? What did you get in the box? Hey, Here. You live in box now? Yeah, okay. He's super happy. I'm super sad though because Hibiscus has left for the weekend. He has gone to a Warhammer tournament, so I have the house to myself, and I've never had the house to myself since we've like moved in together. I'm always leaving for cons and he's never left me, so I am like super sad, super missing him, but I think he's gonna have an awesome time and he's gonna do an awesome job at the tournament. He won that mace at the last tournament he did, and some store credit too, which is super cool. We haven't hung it yet, but we're gonna hang it up there with the other weaponry that we have, the nerdy weaponry. So I got the thing for it. We just haven't had a chance because of Katsucon. So yeah, so now I'm going to play some Sonic, and I ordered some Japanese food, and I'm just gonna have a veg out kind of night. I'm starting to feel better. I'm gonna take this time to just take it nice and easy for a little bit before I get back to work, because I've been working like non-stop since we got back home and I need to take it easy. So in these 2 boxes is a bunch of fur that I bought from Mally, and I totally forgot that I had ordered this because just, you know, it's been so busy with Con Crunch and everything and all the cons. So these arrived on the 3rd and they were just waiting in my apartment's office until I went down there to get them today. These are the ones that I use for the bats, and there are just so many in here. I'm gonna go through now and see which ones I can use and then which ones I should pass on to the next person, but I'm very excited about this. I'm working on some ears and also embroidering some things just because that's kind of the vibe I was feeling, so why not? Let's roll with it. Also, this is always behind my chair, like at all times. Hey, sweet boy. So there's the stack of frogs that I made for Yeehaw Frogs. I did 16 because I have 8 brown hats and then a ton of pink hats. But that way I did 2 of each color, so there's 8 different greens. And I can do 1 green and brown and 1 green and pink. So there's a big variety of Yeehaw Frogs you can get. And then I made a bunch of ears because it was just fun. And next up, I'm going to embroider the Fresno Nightcrawlers. So right now I am working on the Fresno Nightcrawlers, and this is one of our more simple embroidery in the hoop patterns that I've made. It has basically just the cheeks, the eyes, and then of course the outline embroidery. So I can get several done in an hour or 2. Usually I make 10 at a time, and it takes about 2 hours to get all those properly embroidered, hooped, cut, all that good stuff. And so then after I get them all embroidered, then we cut them, then we stuff them, and then we stitch them closed. And so because they're simpler, we're able to have them be one of our inexpensive plushie options. So I usually charge $12 for them, and they do really good at that price. I'm trying to make more in the hoop patterns that are simpler so that I can have some more affordable options, especially, you know, with the economy and everything being what it is. So the important things to note on this pattern in particular are the tippy toes, because he needs little tippy tappies, and because the shape is more simple, having the little toes is very important because it shows its feet, and also they're cute. They got little cute pointed toes. And then the other thing that is important is the cheekies, because again, he is pretty simple, so you want to have that little cute touch. The little blushy cheekies really help him stand out and be his own little pants. Shadow the Hedgehog has been beaten, so now I get back to work. This was a nice small, like, bite-sized game, so that made it perfect for like a break from work. And yeah, I took a break from work. My husband gets home tomorrow, and then we get back to work for Bewhiskered. I mean, I've been working this whole time, but I have been taking breaks to play too, so yeah, this was a really great game. There are 27 pairs of ears right there, and then 12 in this bag. and I went ahead and I did all the stitching for them. I don't brush them out until after I finish everything, and then I brush them as I put them in the bag that I'm transporting them in. And I realized, like, I don't have a large variety of colors, and so whenever I'm using my fabric, I like to say that I use all parts of the animal, just to mean that I use as much as I possibly can of each yard of fur that I have, and Minky and everything. So, like, the ears are scrap Minky and scrap fur. The bats that I make are scrap Minky. And then a bunch of cotton fabrics that I usually either get secondhand or during COVID, they sent me a wrong box of fabric, and I got like 50 yards of different cotton fabrics, and I am still working through all those. So they told me just to keep it for free because it was during COVID times. So they didn't want to like take it back just to not risk any germs. So they told me to keep it, and then they sent me the correct box. But I still have like the majority of that cotton fabric that I am still using to this day on the bat. So if you ever see like me using the same like cotton prints with the wings and the ears, generally it is from that batch. And then I also got that spoonflower fabric at Ichi last year, and then I got those 2 boxes of fabric. The top box is ones that I can use. The bottom box is ones that I'm probably going to pass on to the next person because I can't use it. So yeah, that's pretty awesome that I have all that. But yeah, I have to go through all this fur. It's like this, where it's like, you know, not enough to like make a Furby out of or anything like that. It's just like a strip. But I can make bats out of it. I can make ears out of it. I can do a lot of things with it. So I don't like wasting fabric because, one, it's just going to get it more expensive. And 2, there's lots of little different things you can do with that excess fabric. Right now, I am starting the process of cutting out the bats, and I'll put this back here. Okay, so I have had these 2 pieces forever, just in my like fur box. I have like 2 boxes of fur. One is like ones that I want to use for plushies, and then one is like bigger scraps like these that I can use for other things. And then one is it's not a box, it's just I have all the other fur for like the long Furby stacked in a place where I can easily access that. But with this one, I've had this in the scrap box forever because I cut this to make it a tail. I never washed out the marker line, but as you can see, this is a wolf tail and this is a snow leopard print. And I remember, this was a late night thing, as most of my pet decisions are. I remember, like, after I did that, and I had these 2, and I had pinned it, and was about to stitch it, I'm like, wait, what am I doing? Why did I make a wolf tail out of the snow leopard? That doesn't make any sense. So, they've just been chilling in that, like, big fur scrap box, waiting for me to do something with it. So, we're gonna do some bats and some ears right now. He has stolen my freebie. Oh my goodness. At one of the cons, it was a freebie with purchase, and I guess this is his bee now. He is into it. He's watching the birds. He's so cute. Also, we got our plane tickets for BabsCon, so we're all situated there. Hotel is taken care of, and now plane tickets are taken care of. So now we just need to make the stuff. And now for something completely different. I'm going to be writing something up for something that I am doing that I can't talk about right now, but yeah, time to do a little writing instead of doing a little sewing. Okay, writing achieved. That only took 2.5 hours. It should have taken shorter, but I got hit by writer's block weirdly. So I had to sit there and write out some bullet points, and then after that I got into the flow of things. So that's achieved. Back to sewing. Yeah, hi baby. Oh my goodness. He has these hairs because if I make ponies, yeah, hi baby. If I make ponies, he will sometimes try to steal their hairs. Oh my gosh, he is flipping out, and there's the other one now. And so I have these little fake hairs that I made for him that are a lot more suited for him, so that way I can just throw those at him and he is happy and he doesn't steal anything. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna go play with you now. So I moved things around on my desk to make it easier to use. There's still fur everywhere, but that's okay. I'm gonna be working with fur all day long, so there's fur everywhere, but I think this is going to be more efficient for myself because there's less stuff like everywhere. I did move this over there because this is like where the L part of my desk is, so I don't really go over there. So that's the perfect place to have something like big like that. And I love this because like I can have my like EV parts here, some sewing patterns that I need to like put up or I'm still actively using. This is more patterns, and then my little notebook where I'm keeping tallies of like things I'm making. And then these two are like free for right now. That one has some ears in it. But yeah, so I think that'll work out. I have my Furby skins over there. Hibiscus is currently printing the Furby faces, so once I find out how many like succeed versus how many fail, that's when I'll finish off these, because I have 17 skins in there, and I stopped because if a lot fail, that way I'm not working on too many skins ahead of time. So that way, since I have such a short time before Bewhiskered, I want to use my time wisely, so that way I'm not like overdoing it on those. And then yeah, everything else is looking good. Also, I wanted to give a quick shout out to a kawaii boutique. Here is their name, and then this is their website information. But this room spray right here, they gave it to me when all the stuff happened. They said it might help out with like the plushies, but luckily anything that was scented, we got, we got rid of it. And the Gaylord actually called us yesterday, or the Marriott compensation people called us yesterday, and everyone was super nice on the phone, and they just had me email them like pictures of everything after I confirmed the total of the stuff, and it was a retail total. And they said that they're going to compensate us. They're going to send us a check for everything, and they even said my axolotls are really cute, which I appreciated. But yeah, so this is the room spray right here that they gave me to say, like, if I needed it for the plushies or just anything. Because I had my dryer sheets that the one vendor gave me, which were just like, those were awesome. And then I had this too that I would like spray in the room, just like whenever I had the memory of that scent. And I have been using this room spray since I got home too in my room, and it's super good. I really love the scent. I'm not 100% sure like what actually it smells like, but it smells good whatever it is. So I love this right here. So definitely recommend them. Their stuff is top notch. It's a very good room spray. And yeah, just thank you very much for this. That was a very sweet gift. I love that everyone was so helpful to us and just any ways that they could be. Like, we borrowed a wagon from Naomi Romero, who does the corgis. Awesome stuff. I bought one of their corgi plushies. And we had a vendor across the way from us who lent us the wagon so we could take a bunch of stuff over, and just everyone was so helpful in just any ways that they could. And we had one vendor who gave us Japanese Kit Kats, and we've been trying those, and it's been such a like mood booster because you get 2 sticks, so Hibiscus tries one and I try the other, and that's been really fun for us to do. And it was just awesome. Everyone helped how they could, and I really appreciated that just showed so much care because everyone was helping how they could. And like I said, I'm absolutely going to pay it forward where I can and when I can. Just the kindness that was shown to us. Pants and a new Nanachi. I have never impulse bought something so fast as when I saw these pink wire cubes. This is going to really bolster up my display because I still use wire cubes for like the bats and the jellies and things like that to hang them on. And I also use them above to help with the axolotls, because if you put their 2 little legs in 2 little cube holes next to each other, they stand perfectly. Because sometimes on like the plastic, the way that it is, they can like knock over if someone bumps it, but if their little leggies are in the wire, it stands up perfectly. So I'm super excited about this. Oh my gosh, this is going to be coming with me to Bewhiskered and pretty much every con from now on. Also, several of the artists in the Katsucon, there was a group created about the leak incident, and it's been really helpful to like get a bunch of information and everything. And several of the artists on there were saying that they got compensated for the lost hour of sales since the Katsucon Artist Alley. Like, the leak happened around 6:33 according to our videos. So we lost like a whole hour and some change. And so I got the compensation for the lost plushies at retail. And I went ahead and I submitted a request, urged on by everyone there for the lost hour of sales. And so I took everything that I earned and then I divided it by 6 for like an average for each hour because we were open 6 hours. And that's what I asked for. And I, of course, showed my work. I showed my, like, ledgers. I showed my, my cash deposit, since I only keep track of credit card sales through Square. This is really funny. My husband made the cash deposit on his way into work. So I sent the marriage certificate that I have to show, like, I am married to him. That's why the deposit is in someone else's name. And then I showed screenshots where other people had said that they had gotten compensation for the lost sales, just to show that, like, you know, I'm not just asking for this out of the blue. And they didn't fight me on it at all. The amount that I asked for, they're like, yep, sounds good. We'll go ahead and send you another check for that. And so that's awesome. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. It is time. It is time for Pokemon Presents. I'm so excited to see what they're going to reveal and what they're going to say. And Victor has been hung by the TV with care in hopes that Jace soon will be there. The YouTube music came on and it scared both of them and me. It was so sudden. These arrived. Those came like overnight. That is so fast. I'm so excited about these. Sadly, there was no new Pokemon announced, but I'm also kind of happy about that because there's no new generation, so they're skipping a year and they're not doing the 3-year new generation thing, which I'm very happy about. They need time to cook their games, and they showed off Legends Arceus, and it really looks polished. It looks really good, and then they have the new Pokemon battle mechanics where you can dodge and everything, and it looks really dynamic and like a true evolution for the franchise. So I'm very excited about that, but no new Pokemon shown off, although they did show off the starters, so we can assume that they're getting new forms. Maybe, hopefully, possibly. And my girl Chikorita is one of the starters. I'm very happy about that. And someone pointed out she uses a fairy type attack in the game, so maybe she'll be a nice little like fairy flower dinosaur. That'll be cool. But so there's no new Pokemon, so no new Pokemon to make, so we're gonna get to work on what we were doing. Also, a new way to use up this fur, because I'm trying to use up, you know, everything that I have. So making bats, doing ears, and so one thing I'm thinking of doing with the fur is worms on a string, which is like so on brand for me because I have the long Furbies. So worms on a string, natural evolution of that. So that's what I'm thinking of doing, and then giving them big like fluffy Minky eyes and making sure that they're super cute, and then getting them like little clips so that way you can clip them like on your backpack or your belt or something. I don't know. I was just thinking about it, and that seems like a fun way to use up some of this fur. So I always say cluttered space, cluttered mind. I think I might be the problem here. This is my closet currently, and I have some stuff organized, but it has definitely gotten messy in the months of con prep. So I already started over there. I got this organized more or less. It's just some bags. There's some comic boxes, and then that bag is mailers, and that bag is shipping supplies. So that's fine right there. And then the other corner, I think it's just more fur down that way. So I think I need to clean this up so that way I can make sure that I don't have so much clutter and things are easier to get to. And I think that will definitely help me be more wanting to work on sewing. All right, it still looks messy because I haven't folded most of these, and I'm going to move that cube up here, but this is all cleaned up now. Right there are just 2 ponies I need to finish, and then shipping materials, comic boxes. Over there is my container with fur in it for a project that I haven't started yet. And yeah, I'm feeling a lot better about this so far, and it's a lot less cluttered in here. Now I have to just fold up this fabric and then keep going through my fur, and this will be nice and clean. And I already feel so much better with this being clean. I even cleaned up here too. Those are some books I'm going to cut for buttons. I'm going to put the button parts on top of that They're still in the hallway because I need to make buttons, and I put them there so I don't forget to do it, because I forgot to do it for Katsucon. We had to like hurry and grab it and throw it in the car and do them at the convention because I forgot. But yeah, you can see all this is nice and clear. There's Daiso socks. This is all just Daiso baggies, which I need to get some more up because it is low. And then these are supplies, friendship bracelet stuff. That is what I put the ponies I need to upcycle in, because they all just fit in there. The container was way too big for all of them. And then that one is like hats and stuff for sewing. And over there is my receipt box for like all the write-offs and my laptop bag. And yes, they are from the 2000s, you can tell. And yeah, so everything is nice and neat and ready to go. And that's just some embroidery thread I need to put up. But yeah, I'm so relieved. It's so much nicer in here already. All right, we have officially gotten everything situated in here. All the fabric is rolled and nice and neat and organized. And now I can see what colors I'm out of. And I took out one of the boxes. It was empty anyway. And I put the brown fabric there. So the brown, the gray is now separate. Black and white has its own shelf. Purple and red. Orange and yellows. The greens. Blues. And then the pinks. So it's looking really good. This is black and white fur and then some felt, which I use sometimes for different things. And then those two, that one's scrap Minky, and that one's all my cotton fabric that I use for like bats and stuff. And then I am going through all the fur here, which won't take me long at all. I'm gonna make some worms. We have worm here, and I'm gonna be doing this with the worms first, so that way I can go through a lot of this scrap fur, because I'm tired of just having this scrap fur laying around when we can do something with it. So we got some bats, we got some ears, we got some worms on a string, and we're gonna use up all this fabric. So now I can do a fresh order of Minky. It might look like I have a lot, but you can see here, I don't have any turquoise there. I don't have any dark purples at all. And Twilight is like very low. There's not enough to make like a big Twilight. I have none of the colors to make any Pinkie Pies. I have no light grays. And over here, like I barely have any yellow left. That's all the mango I have. I need more mango. That's not very much at all. And you can see I don't have very many varieties of orange. And the Sunny Star Scout fabric, I have barely any of it. So yeah, we have a lot of fabric to order, but that's okay. And this will be my first fabric order of the year. So we did make what we had last a while. I also need some more lime green. That's all the lime green I have left. And I don't have any dark green at all, so we might need to get some of that. But yeah, everything's looking good. Fur in the container, shipping supplies over there. And then up here is going to be reserved for the fur bins. So I ordered some Minky, but they were out of a lot of colors that I needed. I need bubblegum and hot pink. I need a lilac. I need, what were the other colors? There were several colors. They didn't have any yellows or oranges, so I guess I'm gonna try and find another site now to see if they have the Shannon Minky that I want. This is Missouri Star Quilt Co. And this is a site that a lot of my friends have recommended to me. And they have so many colors, like colors of Shannon Minky that I haven't seen since like the fabric.com days. So I'm excited, and also spending way too much, but I figured I'd spend about $500 on Minky with all that I need to stock. But we have lemon yellow. There's only 3/4 of a yard for that one. The Aruba is so pretty. Oh gosh, it's jittery when I scroll. Pumpkin, the mango that I really need. I haven't seen fuchsia in a while, so I'm gonna try fuchsia. The bubblegum and the hot pink that I need. Also sand, which is my favorite color of the tan. It and camel are the ones that I use the most, so I'm getting some of that. And then lilac and banana, which banana wasn't even on Cali Quilt Co.'s website. So yeah, that's the Minky that we're getting. And I went ahead and made my bingo card for Bewhiskered. These are just for fun. There's no like anything to them. I just do them for fun. I saw some other people doing them, so I started doing them, and they're really fun for me. Bewhiskered is a local con. I haven't done it in a while. It was 2 years or so, maybe 3. That was the last time I did Bewhiskered. The vlog is on the channel. And it was a smaller local fur con, and so I'm not 100% sure how it'll go, so I set my goals pretty low, but pretty reasonable for a local con. And the hotel is very inexpensive, and we only need it for Thursday through Sunday anyway, so. And the main reason we need it for Thursday is because Hibiscus has to work, so I'm gonna go up on Thursday with a friend who is taking me and my stuff, and then he's gonna meet us on Friday. So we have our low goal, our high goal, and our crazy goal. I try to be conservative with these just because I have no idea what's gonna happen. I've heard Bewhiskered has grown a lot, and I'm super excited to see that growth, but I decided just to keep my goals very reasonable. If I can make this or this, I'll be very happy. We have sell it of long Furbies, sell it of all the handmade stuff. Someone buys 10 plus buttons. And then we have these two fun ones. See a cosplayer that's not in fursuit, like if they're just cosplayed as an anime character, and see a cosplayer that's in fursuit. And then we have some really fun ones like Pokemon fursuit, Sparkle Dog fursuit, Frog fursuit, Cryptid fursuit, Sienna Popufur, which is someone like, oh gosh, I am terrible with names, but I know Majira Strawberry is one of them. So like if we see someone like that, then that's what that square's for. Someone asked me to repair something, not as common at non-pony cons, but it has happened before plenty of times. Someone has seen my videos. Someone starts a howl, like just a group of people making animal noises for fun, of course. Have a good time. Find a fellow brony. Spend too much in the dealer's den, which always happen. There's some amazing furry artists at this convention. The fursuiter mitt struggle, which is like the paw, and they're trying to either grab out their card or grab something on the table, and they are just struggling with the big paw. So that's what that is. Someone asking, did you make that? Unusual sized fursuit prop. Dutch Angel Dragon with a squeaker as a bonus. And then a long Furby or normal Furby shenanigans. I actually kind of want to take one of my Furbies, but my mom always gave me the advice, do not take something if you don't want it to be lost, stolen, or broken. And I definitely don't want any of my Furbies to be that. But I really want to take my one with like the weird, creepy, like realistic looking beak and feet, the second generation one, just because I think that would be really funny. And just having him around would be really fun. And then we have a bonus one. So this is more just to make us laugh, and it's probably some dark humor, but you know, we have to laugh about it. Bonus, a pipe burst. I'm sorry, I had to do it. It's bad, but it's funny. Okay, hi. Hey, oh my goodness. All right, well, I'm gonna go love this boy now. In my continued cleaning efforts for this room, I have trying to move the tissue box over here, and on there is just some buttons I need to punch the books up, and then some plush that I got at Katsucon. That's my single sploot bag for ears. I have all the ears in there, and that will be going to the garage soon. That's a doorstop. And then over here, I put my old PonyCon tablecloth on this table. I always hated this tablecloth. It was easy to travel with, but it was so flimsy, and it's sparkly, but like the lighting of the convention halls is never like bright enough to show off the sparkles, so it didn't work out. I have a much better tablecloth now. And then over here I cleaned this off a bit, and I added my paper tray, which is some papers and shipping labels and stuff in there. And that is the cleaning that I did. I'm very happy with how everything came out, and I have been able to get so much work done since I cleaned everything. It definitely was like some of the clutter needing rest because of doing 2 major cons back to back and so many different things. So I'm getting so much more work done now. I'm very happy I took the time to do that and get everything nice and neat. Also, here's my Nana cheese, and that's the new one that I just got. And if I ever get any more, I'm gonna need a new place for them because I'm running out of room on this little shelf. And it is time to repack for the next con and unpack from the previous one. Yeah, I haven't touched the Katsucon stuff. I have been so tired. This is gonna be fun. And I definitely need to wash all my banners today. Surprisingly not stinky, but still getting a bath. And it looks like these are the buttons that I'll have. I'll be making some more too, but this is what I have going. This one just fell. There they are. All 40 pounds of them. It is taller than you. Not stinky anymore. And very dry. Alright, so we have the Pikmin and the bats all sorted and situated. I do have 3 more bats to sew, but all the parts are there, ready to go together for those 5. And there's 12 Pikmin here. And then these are the Yeehaw frogs. I'm gonna hat them next. And then I'm gonna work on the long Furbies. And then right here, I finished punching all the buttons last night and sorting them. This is a brush I was using to brush colorful fur because down here, you can see I have finished all the long worms. I got them cut, turned inside out, stuffed, and brushed. They'll need to be brushed again, most likely when I get to the con, but I got them nice and brushed, and now all they need is their clips and their eyes. So everything was going really good. This weekend was super productive. We finished all the Furby ears. I got all those ears stitched together. I went through all that scrap fur, so now my fur is nice and clean. Just needs a vacuum. Finn stole that headband, that's why that's there. So yeah, I'm very excited now to get to work today. We're gonna finish those frogs first, and then it's Furby time. Time to yeehaw some frogs. But first, I'm gonna do some stretches because punching all those buttons always makes that one muscle you used to like press it near your chest area like ache the next day. So I'm gonna do some stretches so I can make that muscle feel better. So I have divided them into pink and brown because I did one color, I did 2 colors of each, 1 color for pink, 1 color for brown. And also I am drinking some coffee in my BronyCon cup. I still have all 3 of my BronyCon cups, it's great. And also I just saw my Informed delivery, and the first of the Marriott Gaylord check should be here today, and that's the check for my missing merchandise, or the damaged merchandise. And that should mean that maybe in the next day or 2, the check for the Hour of Missed Sales should be arriving. So hopefully this week we can finally put the final nail into the whole Katsucon Piper situation. I'm very excited for that. They have been sufficiently yeehawed, so now I'm working on doing the Pikmin leaves so I can go ahead and finish the Pikmins up over there. There's nothing more satisfying than using up a scrap piece of Minky and getting out everything you need from it. So I needed 12 leaves for the Pikmin. There's 12 leaves here, and this is all that's left of that scrap Minky. So I'm very happy about that. We have ears and faces. It is time to elongate some furbs. I have these guys chilling on the floor here, but they have all been appropriately clipped. You can see here, I did the clip by doing like a string cord and then adding the clip on that, and then I double enforced it here. So now it's like worm on a string. Once they have their eyes, the vision will be all together. The furbining is going slowly but surely. I got rid of the extra thing of Furbies, so it's just these guys now. And I have these over here. Ignore my half of a banana, that was a snack. And now I'm also, as a break between doing Furbies, I've also been stitching some of these ears closed because that's how I like to do. I like to stitch like this. And so yeah, all these also got cut, turned inside out, and everything. They just need to be brushed, of course. We finished stitching all the ears, and I finished stitching all the Furby skins that I already had made. It's bedtime. I slept so bad last night. There were just car alarms and everything. It was a night last night, but that's okay. I'll probably take a nap later. Right now I'm going to work on the Pikmin because that's kind of mindless and something I can do while I'm feeling super tired. Then I have to cut out, right there, I have 3 more bats and 2 more worms to cut out. And then I have 7 more long Furby to cut out. Ignore this mess. This is all the stuff that I'm packing in my suitcase. This is just the blanket. Everything else is pretty organized in there. But I got my stuff for the swap meet put in this bag right here. So I have a lot of different things, some figures and stuff that I have but just don't want anymore. Some things that I got from like Artist Alley, people that I just kind of not really doing anything with anymore. So if I can find someone who appreciates it more, that'll be awesome. So yeah, hopefully I can find some people to take home this stuff at the swap meet. I love swap meet and trade yas and everything at cons. Trade ya is what the pony cons ones usually call them, or Rainbow Falls Exchange, because there's an episode of My Little Pony where they like go to a swap meet. It's like a citywide swap meet on like a fairgrounds, which sounds amazing, honestly. And usually all the swap meets at pony cons are named after that episode. So yeah, I'm very excited about that, and that's all my goodies for that. Because Thursday, Bewhiskered is hopping. Like, they got this, they have a My Little Pony panel that I'm probably going to end up going to. They have several panels. So I think I'll just have my like ears for sewing and work on the ears while I like go to panels and stuff. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I'm working on the Pikmin. I'm about halfway done. But my fabric arrived a lot sooner than I thought it was going to. So I guess we're opening this bad boy up. Alright, let's see what we have in here. This right here is the banana. I really like that they have on here what the color is. Sometimes fabrics don't, so I like struggle to know which one it is. Okay, so let's see. Oh yeah, this is Shannon quality right here. Next we have, what color is this? Fuchsia. I think I just got 1 yard of this because I wasn't 100% sure what color their fuchsia would be. It sometimes varies, but this is perfect. We have hot pink. Hot pink is basically what I like to use for like Pinkie Pie's body, Minty's hair, Ocelus's hair. So many different uses. It's like a Jigglypuff pink. And I'm very excited to have this in. I haven't had this color in a while either, so I am very happy. And this is lemon. It's a very deep yellow. Not very deep, but you know what I mean. It's not like the Pikmin yellow. You can see it's a much deeper, richer yellow. Very nice, very nice. I love this color. I wasn't 100% sure what this one was either because I haven't had it in so long. Like, not since the fabric.com days and back when Minky Boutique was usable in like the 2010s. So I'm very happy to have this in and see what I can use it for. There's so many things I can use it for. I believe I got 1 yard of this. This is Aruba, and it's a color that I haven't had in a while. It's too dark of a blue for Ocelus, but it's kind of similar to that. You could use it for her and no one would notice, but I know the color she's supposed to be, so it's a little too dark for her. But this is really pretty. I can't think of who this would be good for off the top of my head, I mean, but this is a really nice color. I've used it for a lot of things over the years, and I like it better than the saltwater. They've been very nice. I believe they said they were out of a color, and they sent me an email about it, and we've been working on it to see like what color would be a good replacement. So I think it's the lilac that they were out of, which is unfortunate because Kelly Quilco's out of it too, and that's what I use for Twilight. So I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to get that, but I really like that they were working with me on it. It's very nice of them. And this is the pumpkin. I use this a lot for Scootaloo. This is my first time trying them, and I'm definitely impressed, and I will be shopping with them again, especially with how quick it arrived. I don't know if it's because I spent like $270 on fabric, or if it's just that's their normal shipping rate, but I believe shipping was free. and I'm not sure how much it's free on. I think it's like 100. Fabric.com used to be free on like 50? Was it 50 or was it 40? I don't remember. I know Cali Quilt Co. is free over 100. I'm not 100% sure what they're free on because I just bought it. I bought everything I needed. And that way I'll be really stocked up for the last BabsCon because all this Minky is going towards that and FWA too, since after Bewhiskered this weekend, that is what I'm working on, those two cons. And this is Mango, which I needed. Now, moment of truth time. Is it the same Mango that I used for Sunset Shimmer? Let's see. You have to find, okay. So, it's this way. I believe it is. I don't see any difference here. Oh yeah, you can kind of see in this lighting, it is the same. That's good, because I was out of this Mango, and Cali Quilt Co. didn't have it, so I'm like, I hope this is the same Mango. Okay, so that's proof right there. This is 100% Shannon fabric. I got 1 yard of sand. I bought another $120 worth of fabric today. There's a shop that I really like their soft fur of. It's this short pile fur. It's super soft. At Everfree last year, I made a really chunky pip with like beautiful wings. I still adore how she came out. And I used this fur. It's so super like soft and it's very thin. You can see there, it's not a very long pile at all. And I love it. It's so perfect to work with. It works almost like Minky, even though it has the longer pile. And I've never had issues with it catching too much in the stitching. Because you can see, like, on this Pikmin here, you can see how the Minky catches in the stitching. Is you take a pin and you, like, pretty much pull the little pile out. And then it doesn't look so bad. And a lot of fur gets really caught in the seams like that. But this doesn't. I have not had an issue with this any more than I would with Minky, so I'm very excited about that. I got like 6 or 7 yards of it in a variety of colors. I got more of this one because I only have a little bit of this one. I got pink, which I already had some pink, but you can always use pink. Blue, brown, a hot pink, and I got something else too. I don't remember what it was. I think it was either a really nice olive green or another tan color. One of the two, because I use it for a lot of different things. So I am very excited for that. Anyway, yes, this is a very nice color. So this is the sand. And next time I'm going to get the camel. But I don't imagine, other than getting lilac, whenever I can find that, I can't imagine I will need to order more fabric before these two cons, but I could be wrong because I am putting my all into them because this is the last chance for BabsCon. So all in, no regrets, all cards on the table for that one. And I have never done FWA before. That's like, I am still so shocked that I got into that. I am so happy I did. So we want to make sure we take full advantage of the opportunity and show, you know, our gratefulness that we were accepted by providing, you know, a good table for the con. So we're going all out, no holds barred. Not that we don't for any of our cons, but we're like going beyond plus ultra for these. So I'm very happy. Also, last yard here, bubblegum. This is the ideal Pinkie Pie pink right here. It is lighter than the other one, the Paris pink color. It's super pretty. This is like the perfect pink Pokemon pink right here. And this has been out for ages. And I'm so happy to have it. I've been using the other one because this has been out for so long, but this is my ideal. So I'm very happy. And I got 2 yards of all of these, except for the few 1 yards that I got to try them out. And yeah, I'm very happy. I will be using Missouri Quilt Co. very often from now on. And I believe Cali Quilt Co. is still a little cheaper, but they don't have the variety of Missouri Star Quilt Co. So I will definitely be using both of them because, let's face it, ever since Fabric.com died, RIP, there is no 100% like end-all solution for fabric. And now Joann is closing. Joann had a different quality of Minky. I don't know what it was. I hate Joann's Minky, but it's a good starter Minky, and it's a very affordable option, a very available option. So I know when I started, I used their Minky a lot, and it's no Shannon Minky, and if you pull on it too much, the Joann Minky would rip. It's just not a very well-made Minky, but it is a good Minky option. But now a lot of people are losing that option, which sucks because this is like $14 a yard, $15 a yard. And Joann Minky, you could use coupons on too, but it was like so cheap, like $8 a yard to $10 a yard. I haven't been to Joann in ages because I've been buying from Kelly Quilt Co. and everything, so I don't really know what they have now, like what the prices were, but like you couldn't beat that. And it just sucks that so many people are losing that as an option. But anyway, sorry, went off track there. After Bewhiskered, I will be visiting my local Joann for the last time. It's not really local, it's like 30 to 40 minutes away now because of we moved. But I'll be visiting it after Bewhiskered for the final time and stocking up on anything that I might need. All right, and here is the shelves. Now that we have stocked up that Minky, it's looking very full here. And then once we get the Kelly Quilt Co. order, because I did about 270 or 250 at Kelly Quilt Co. as well, these will be even fuller. I have more lilac coming, even though I have a lot of lilac. I have a lot of long glimmers I need to make for shop orders. And those take a lot of the lilac, or not the lilac, that's lavender. They take a lot of the lavender, so I definitely need more. That's all the lilac I have. It's not very much. I hope I can find it somewhere else. So I love Pee-Pee. I have 3 Pee-Pee right here. That is Tiger Pea, Tough Luck Pee-Pee, and Angel Pea. And I got a new Pee-Pee. This is Proboscis Pee-Pee. He has like posable eyes and a beak, and he's covered in fur already. And you can like turn his little frown or his little smile upside down so he's frowning. And he's so weird and dumb. And I love him, and I gave him a katana. It is the last day of convention prep because I leave tomorrow at around 11:30. I think it's when I'm leaving, 11:30 to 12, somewhere in there. And I have my suitcase all packed, minus the pajamas, which I'll be packing as soon as laundry finishes. Ignore the towel down there, that's also laundry. It's laundry day. And I have my backpack packed, so now all we need to do is just finish the long Furbies and a few last minute sewing things. We are actually on top of con prep this time, so I'm very excited about that. Alright, this is the final update of the vlog. I am making 5 more long Furbies for Bewhiskered, which I'm leaving for tomorrow, because I have hit the long Furby event horizon, and that is the point at which I can't make any more long Furbies, so I'll have 22 total, and then any Furbies that don't sell here or any faces that I don't use will roll over to the next con, which, depending on how many sell, will either be Triad or Furry Week in Atlanta. And I will probably make all the long Furbies for Furry Week in Atlanta and Colossal Con at the same time. We'll see how I feel because, like I said, there comes a point where I just can't make another long Furby. So I take like breaks between making long Furbies. But we do have these guys down here. They are looking super spiffy and ready to go. You can see there's lots of half and halves. And I'm very excited about this batch. And we have our final Katsucon Piper situation update. I just received in the mail today my last check from the Marriott/Gaylord claims department. The first one was for the damaged products, at retail, and then this one was for the lost sales because we closed early. So that's all been taken care of. It's all been situated. It's all been handled. Katsucon staff is amazing for getting this ball rolling. The claim staff at the Marriott has been super nice to us and got everything taken care of. And they're taking care of other artists as well. I've been hearing from them, and some have gotten their checks, some are still in talks, but everything seems to be going pretty smoothly. And I'm very happy that everyone is getting their proper compensation. So a very good win for everyone, and it'll be good to put this situation behind us because I have been talking about this whole thing to so many different people because people are curious, and I of course want to, help tell people what happened and that we did get compensated and everything. It was a sucky situation, but it did end on the right foot. Like, everything got handled how it should. So I'm definitely ready to move on to other cons, like Bewhiskered tomorrow. But we have a package from Shiny Things. Shiny Things is run by Miyu, and they are my favorite ribbon maker. And I have more long Furby ribbons. Here we go. And as usual, I get them in the variety of colors. And Miyu is a real one. Shiny Things, amazing ribbon maker. They hadn't gotten the message that I sent originally saying that I needed more of these. And so when I reached out again, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And they worked on them like super fast, and they shipped them out so they could arrive in time for this con. And they did. And like, they're amazing. They go above and beyond. So if you need ribbons, Shiny Things, highly recommend. But we have our Furby ribbons. And like usual, there's a whole bunch of different colors and everything. Pink, green. Oh, that's a really pretty green. I like doing it this way so you can kind of like see all the different ones. I like matching either the ribbon with the Furby or the ribbon with like what the vibe of the person is. So like if the person is wearing a bunch of like pink cutesy stuff, I'll give them a pink ribbon. If they're wearing like a bunch of like more like goth or Gothalita inspired stuff, I'll give them like a black ribbon to like match their outfit. So lots of awesome things. These are some awesome ribbons. I'm so excited. And I have a few people at Bewhiskered who requested if they could have one. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. They were fellow vendors and staff. And so I'm like, yeah, absolutely. You can have one. I have more than enough. I ordered, I believe, 50. So I have plenty. I wanted to make sure that I had a good amount because I also like to trade with these sometimes. So if someone has like a ribbon and they're like, do you have anything to trade? I'm like, yeah, I do. I got a proud long Furby ribbon. I don't know if it's something you want, but it's what I have. And everyone's always been really excited about these. But there's so many different colors. This is also a good way for me to show off like all the different colors and foils that they do. There we go. Lots of different awesome ones. I'm so excited about these. These are awesome. But yeah, they have so many different types of foils and ribbon colors. I mean, you've seen some of them here. There's even foils that there's not, that weren't shown off in here. Like they have a Yu-Gi-Oh holo. They have like pink holos and blue holos and solid colors and all kinds of different ribbons. So I'm very happy about this. And also, I just love Miyu stuff. So I love shouting out Shiny Things whenever I get a chance. So that is the vlog. These are my ribbons. And I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you'll enjoy seeing my Bewhiskered vlog, which will be my next video that I post up. Also, we hit 50K subscribers while I was working on this video. Thank you guys so much for that. I appreciate it so much. I'm so glad you guys like the videos that I make and just me making my weird things that I do. I definitely have so many more shorts and vlogs and con vlogs and everything coming up that I can't wait to share with you guys. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Till next time, take care.